Hello everyone, welcome to UniVoyage. This is Yashashwini. Today we'll be discussing about a very important question most of the 2022 aspirants will have. That is, how do you prepare simultaneously for your board exams as well as your IPM 80? As we all know, this year there's going to be two board exams, one to be conducted in November and the other one to be conducted in the month of March. So I think most of you would be tensed as to what to do because there are two board exams and how can you give your attention to both because your board exams and your IPM is equally important. So here are some tips which helped me and I wish they help you guys too. I was a PCM student and I was from a state board. So I didn't, my exams weren't cancelled until 3 weeks before my IPM 80. So I didn't know my exams were going to get cancelled. So from the start, I prepared as if I have to prepare for both my boards and IPM 80. So here are some tips. First of all, I would like to say that don't consider your board and your IPM 80 to be two different exams, or you don't consider them to be something which you need to prepare in two different ways because most of the concepts which are there in your boards are also going to be asked in your IPM 80. So take maths NCRT for example. There's going to be matrices, determinants, differentiation, integration, and probability, permutations, and combinations. So all these are also there for your 12th, and the same things are getting repeated in your quants. So make sure when you're reading a topic, when you're learning a concept, you learn of what is required for both the exams. You make sure you solve the questions which are required for both the exams, so that you'll be avoiding a wastage of time. And the another approach what you can do is uh, dividing your time schedule or your study time into two different parts, one for IPM 80 and one for both. In the starting, you can start by giving 4 hours for IPM 80 and 2 hours for both. Or say if you're a student who studies for 6 hours a day, and if you only study for 5 hours a day, that's still fine. Just alter it according to your needs. So in the start, you can basically start off by giving more time for your IPM 80 than for your boards. But as your boards approaches, or say there is a month or 3 weeks left, make sure you give more time for your boards that time and less time for your IPM 80 because the last weeks of your boards are the most crucial time. You'll be very attentive. You will be in a eagerness to ace your boards, so you will grab concepts well and you can turn your marks around that time. And as soon as your board exams get over, make sure you go back to your previous schedule and not leave off boards or not leave off IPMAT preparations. So you need to balance between both. You need to practice a little, and you will get that balance in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So don't worry about it. Or you can another way is you can even go by giving 3 hours for IPM 80 and 3 hours for both. That way, you will be giving equal time for both, and you will be confident that you are studying both of them equally, and you will not be in a pressure that I'm giving less time for this, I'm not giving enough time for that. So, uh, see uh, what works for you, and make sure you follow that well. And you guys can do it. It's just go with that attitude that you can do it. And even after your March boards, you will have a month time before your IPM 80, even if the IPM 80 doesn't get postponed due to COVID reasons, or like usually it is end in the end of April or the start of May. So you'll have at least a month after your boards, and you'll have time to prepare even then. So don't worry too much since there are two board exams. Just find a balance between both, and you can ace it. And I would like to end by telling that please don't neglect either of the one because of the other one, because both your boards and your IPM 80 is equally important. So please keep that in mind, and all the best for your preparations. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to UniVoyage and make sure you check out our website for our new courses.